Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, Jonna, the alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. How y'all doing today? Back end of the week. A new one's gonna begin for me in a couple of hours' time. Don't know about you lot, but yeah, next week is gonna be fun, and we'll get into all of that later on. Everyone that's joining on the replay, you know the drill. Fast forward 10-15 minutes, and there I will have started the main topic of the live stream. First and foremost, though, I like to thank people that have already started sending support in. You guys are nuts. You guys are amazing. Just like Jess 2003. I see you, lass. Thank you so much for the $2.99 sugar bucks. Saying, yay, I made it while I'm in Melbourne. Sending love. Top notch. Double thumbs up. Loving it. Thank you very, very much for that. Jess 2003. Admiral Tinkle Tits in the house. Hey up, mate. It's been a while. How you doing, honey? Saying happy Sunday, mates. Well, happy Sunday to you too, with the heart. Really appreciate your face, mate. How you doing? How's everything getting on? Let me know. Also as well, T as in Tina, kicking off the first Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. My favourite super chat sticker. I love it. For all those of the uninitiated, look at it right now. So Ginger Doggy, and there's hearts coming from the tail, and when you lift up the tail of a doggy, what's right underneath it? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. You will never be able to unsee it again. You are welcome. So Tia and Tina, thank you so much for that. And the $2 sugar bucks. Really appreciate your face. My goodness. Also as well, wow, General Scott in the house. Let's salute the General, kicking off with 5 leaderships gifted to some of you lucky lot out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of the General himself, General Scott. My goodness, we're already up to 5 new leaders already. Who else is going to jump in and officially start off today's gifting wars? Well, you know what? I spoke too soon, because Sergeant Bill Ike, I see you, General. I see you 5, and I can match your 5 just as easy. Woo! Yes! Another 5 leaderships gifted to some of you lucky lot out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of General Scott and our very own Sergeant George Harrison. And guys, that only means one thing. In literally 5 minutes, I can now declare that this stream has turned into a gifting war. So thank you so much to the Sergeant for officially kicking off today's gifting wars. Guys, we're already on 10 new leaders already. Who's gonna get us to 15 new leaders for today's stream? Guys, we may soon find out. In the meantime, Denise, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying over 153 people spanked the like button. Woo, we're now on 194, guys. Keep going, everyone, so we can achieve the monkey, which is 500 likes. And if you don't know what that means, well, spank the like button, and we'll get there soon enough, and you'll find out in the end. Also as well, Admiral Tinkle Tits, thank you so much for the $9.99 sugar bucks, but he's calling them Stef bucks. Do you know what? I'll take it. Thank you so much, Admiral, for that. And Lisa Sleep, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the last 2 months. That's absolutely super awesome. Saying love your channel. Oh, well, I appreciate the kind words there, Lisa Sleep. That's very, very, very nice of you to say. So thank you so much. Okay, with that being said, let's kick into today's main topic. As ever, whilst I'm going through it, if anyone sends any further sugar buck support my way, I will get to them as and when I can. So, let's jump into it, shall we? Because Prince Hazard this week, not only has Endgame made him a loser, but the UK court system made him then an epic loser, guys. The judge kicked his ass in court. This is going to be fun to read through, right? So, here I've got the summary judgment from the judge himself. Now, there's 2 versions that come out. There's the full-on judgment with a lot of legal jargon, and there's this one then here, which there's still a bit of legal jargon, but it's a bit more easier to read, and this version is sent out to the press. So this is the one that essentially we're going to go through. We will touch upon the full judgment towards the end, because there were bits that I picked out towards the end of it and I was like, burn! Oh, he got burned to absolute hell and back. So here we go. So this is the Duke of Sussex versus the Associated Newspaper Limited. That includes the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday. So this all happened a couple of days ago on the 8th of December. And it's explaining here that the court has today handed down a judgment on an interim application that Prince Hazard made a claim for libel against the Associated Newspapers Limited. Now, Associated Newspapers Limited, from here on out, I'm just going to say Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday. So you guys know specifically who we're talking about here. This is not the final decision in the claim, which will now continue. Now, it's all about a particular article titled, revealed, how Harry tried to keep his legal fight over bodyguards secret. Then minutes after the Ministry of, the Mail on Sunday broke the story, his PR machine tried to put positive spin on the dispute. So this was published by the Mail on Sunday on the 20th of February 2022. So this was last year. And this will be known throughout the rest of the judgment as, quote, the article. Now, there was a claim for judicial review that Prince Hazard had launched in September 2021, this article wrote about, to challenge the government's decision not to continue providing Hazard with publicly funded security when he was in the UK. Now, in terms of the court and what they took to mean from this article, there were 3 points. So the first point, the meaning of the article, was in Hazard's legal claim against the Home Office over the provision of police protection, Hazard had initially sought confidentiality restrictions that were far-reaching and unjustifiably wide and were rightly challenged by the Home Office on the grounds of transparency and open justice. Okay? And so the second thing that the court thought the article meant what was that Hauser was responsible for public statements issued on his behalf, which claimed that he was willing to pay for police protection in the UK, and that his legal action was to the government's refusal to permit him to do so, whereas the true position, as revealed in documents filed in the legal proceedings, was that he had only made the offer to pay after the proceedings had commenced. So, in other words, the article was turning around and saying that Prince Hauser had made out that right at the beginning, when he filed the claim against the government to sue him for police protection, that there and then he was like, I want to pay for it. It was only after he was exposed, the article explains, no, only after did he say then that he was willing to pay for it. And then the third point that the court thought the article also meant was that as such, Hauser was responsible for attempting to mislead and confuse the public as to the true position, which was ironic given that he now held a public role in tackling misinformation. The Aspen Institute, look into it. To me, it's dodgy as hell. So the court there is saying, look, you know, Hauser is saying that he was willing to pay for the police protection right at the beginning, but, you know, the article's turning around and saying, no, it was only afterwards, after he got caught suing the government, that he then said he was willing to pay for police protection. Like, for someone to turn around and be like, misinformation is one of the biggest viruses in media at the moment, it looks like Hauser is the author of misinformation himself. Very ironic, given his position in the Aspen Institute. There we go. So the words that are underlined here, the court has said that they feel that they are an expression of opinion, that it's not libel whatsoever or defamatory. So following that judgment, Hauser changed his claim for libel to raise a complaint only about meanings B and C. So taking out legal A, that's not on the table anymore. He's now fighting these two, B and C. Now, what's the Mail on Sunday, the Daily Mail saying? So they're saying, look, in answer to Hauser's libel claim, Mail on Sunday, Daily Mail, etc., has relied upon the statutory defence of honest opinion under the Defamation Act 2013, Section 3. So that defence is available if the relevant statutory criteria are met. So in the earlier judgment, the court has determined that the first and second conditions for the defence are met. The dispute between the parties is over the third condition, whether an honest person could have held the opinion on the basis of any fact which existed at the time the article was published. So, in other words, if you're reading that article, would you have gone to the same conclusion, the same opinion as the Daily Mail based on the information they were providing in said article? So they say, in summary, the defendant argues that the facts in meaning reason B are substantially correct, and based upon that, an honest person could have expressed the opinion in meaning C. So the dismissal application, Prince Hauser tried to pull a fast one as far as I'm concerned. And he wanted to strike out the defence of honest opinion. And the reason why I'm saying that he was trying to pull a fast one here, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is because I think he knows that the Mail on Sunday, the Daily Mail, have a really, really, really good chance of winning this and beating his backside, because I think they can successfully argue the honest opinion, the defence of honest opinion argument. I think they can win it. And guess what? The judge has said so too. We're going to get onto that. Oh, Hauser got his butt tanned on this, right? So the court has the power to grant a summary judgment against the defendant, the effect of which is to dismiss a defence to a claim without the need for evidence to be considered at a trial. So before it grants it, the court has to be satisfied that defence has no real prospect of success. So in other words, for the court to agree with Hauser, the court has to be basically happy that the defence, i.e. the Mail on Sunday or the Daily Mail, could not win their argument based on the defence of honest opinion. In other words, it says it's fanciful to think that the defence could succeed at trial. Now, they say that Hazard argued that a key fact relied upon by the defendant to support his defence, that he'd only made the offer to pay for his security after the proceedings had commenced, was wrong. Now, Hazard, again, is trying to pull a fast one, and I think he's trying to, again, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, be very, very slippery and confuse and conflate two things. The Sandringham meeting and the government. So here we go. He's saying, look, it's wrong. He offered to pay for security at the meeting in Sandringham back in January 2020, which is, quote, called the Sandringham offer now. Because of that, Hazard argued the defendant would not succeed in demonstrating the third condition for the defence of honest opinion. But here's the problem for Hazard. He only offered, if we're to agree to this, right? He only offered to pay for his own security to the royal family. That's what he's saying there. He didn't offer to pay for security to the government. There was no government representation at the Sandringham meeting at all, or the Sandringham Summit as it's called as well. He's trying to pull a fast one. He's arguing on semantics that don't make sense because it's apples and oranges. He offered to pay for security at the Sandringham Summit in front of the royal family, but not to the government. The government's a separate entity. The government is the one that decides under the Committee of Ravik, not really the royal family. So that he argues that the Sandringham offer was, the Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail says the defendant argued that the Sandringham offer was not an offer made to the government. You see, here we go. The first time that Hazard had made an offer to pay to the government was only after he had commenced his claim for the judicial review. The defendant also relied upon the issuing on 15th of January 2022 of two public statements on behalf of the Duke of Sussex concerning his claim for judicial review against the government, which the defendant says were misleading. The press statement and the background briefing. Now, we're going to get into that in a moment. So here is the court's decision. So the court turns around and says that they're refusing Prince Hazard's dismissal application and said that the defendant's defence, so the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, of the honest opinion, has a real prospect of success and should go forward to trial. Hazard is screwed. And that the Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail has a real prospect at trial of demonstrating that Hazard had not made an offer to the government to pay for his security before he began his proceedings for judicial review. At trial, the court may find that the Sandringham offer is irrelevant to the defence of honest opinion. Absolutely irrelevant. And of course it's irrelevant, because Prince Hazard's argument, his whole judicial review, is against the government. It ain't against the royal family. So him offering to pay at the Sandringham Summit in front of the royal family is irrelevant. It's all about, did he offer to pay for security before he launched the judicial review against the government? And to my knowledge and your knowledge, he didn't. And so the court may throw out the whole argument of Prince Hazard's, well, I offered to pay at the Sandringham Summit. Yeah, but there were no government representatives there, so jog on, pal. And so here we go. The honest opinion defence does not rely upon a just one fact. The defendant has a real prospect at trial of demonstrating at least the following facts. That A, the press statement suggested that prior to the judicial review claim, the Duke of Sussex had made at least one previous offer to the government to pay for his state security, which the offer had been rejected by the government. B, that the background briefing suggested that the judicial review claim was a challenge to the government's refusal to accept the claimant's offer to pay for his security. And C, that these suggestions were not accurate, or at least did not give the full story. I.e., Hazard, he's been playing around at misinformation games, guys. And so the court held on Section 62, which we're going to go on to in a moment, but it's not fanciful that the defendant will be successful at trial. We'll go through that in a moment because I've got that up on the full summary judgment. But if the defendant does establish these facts at trial, it has a real prospect of demonstrating the third element for an honest opinion defence. That an honest person could hold the opinion that the Duke of Sussex was responsible for attempting to mislead and confuse the public as to the true position of his judicial review. And that this was ironic given that he now held a public role in tackling misinformation. Yeah. So even the judge is turning around and saying that the Mail on Sunday, the Daily Mail, has a really, really good chance of actually proving that Prince Hazard attempted to mislead and confuse the public. Hazard's ass is being tanned by the judge, guys. And so, this is the 15th of January 2022 article from the Mail on Sunday. Exclusive, give me back my police protection. Prince Hazard threatens legal action against the government and demands return of the security because it's not safe for the Sussexes to return to visit with only private bodyguards. This was released, and then you have a source saying, quote, Harry's argument in a nutshell is this: you got the law wrong. He feels the decision to remove his security was wrong. Pre-action protocol was sent by Harry's lawyers to the Home Office a couple of months ago. This is essentially a precursor to a judicial review. So late last night, after the story broke in early editions of the Mail on Sunday, Hazard's lawyers issued a statement defending his decision to sue the British government. So here we go. This is supporting the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday's argument that no, he only said this after he started to sue the government. Now, before we continue any further, Kirsty Martin, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Saying, keep going, chick, you're amazing and smashing it. Thank you. Sending positive vibes, energy and blessings to you with love from Lincolnshire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Kirsty. So, going back to this, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had earlier been contacted by the Mail on Sunday for comment, but they didn't respond before it went to press. They only responded after the story was released. And here we go. This was the response. This was reported in the BBC. Prince Harry in legal fight to pay for UK police protection. And here we go. A legal representative for Prince Harry said the legal claim was filed in September 2021 to challenge the decision-making behind the security procedures in the hopes that this could be re-evaluated for the obvious and necessary protection required. Now, bear in mind, this was filed in September 2021. It didn't come to light until January 2022 in the public. So there is an argument to be made that, Prince Hazard potentially tried to keep this under the radar for the public not to know. Now, this pisses me off. Why? Because his fight against the government, it's not costing him, it's costing us. It's costing the taxpayer money. At this moment in time, from what I've seen, it's costing the taxpayers, this particular legal fight, £1 million plus. Yeah, if he's wanting to get the public on side, this ain't the way to do it. But the legal representative also says, quote, Prince Harry wants to personally fund police protection, not to impose on the taxpayer, they said. But he'll impose on the taxpayer by fighting against the government about this for £1 million upwards. Contradictory piece of shiz, I'm telling you. Now, before we go any further, Sergeant Harrison, thank you so much for the $10 sugar bucks, saying, I'm releasing a book called Harry's Court Humiliations, and there are receipts and everything. It will be a 3-volume set. What does everyone think? LMAO. Now, I'd buy the shiz out of that. Tell me the price. Take my money. Take my money, Sergeant. I'd be like, I'd buy that all day long, love. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the sugar bucks. Now, here is the full judgment, okay? And I'm not going to go through it all. I'm going to pick out the key pieces, okay? Now, for everyone that's watching, for those that haven't used your vote at this point, spank the like button if you agree with the court throwing Prince Hazard out and making him a loser in this. And spank the like button if you think that Prince Hazard's actually going to be beaten in this case. I think so. And let me show you some more receipts. Now, this is the full summary judgment, the highly detailed one, right? And I'm picking out a few things at the end where Prince Hazard really got his butt kicked here. And so in section 62, the judge says there's a real prospect that the defendant will succeed in demonstrating that this was a misleading description of the issues in Hazard's claim. So even the judge is like, dude, there's a real chance the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday will beat Prince Hazard. Prince Hazard's screwed. He also says, I anticipate that at trial, the defendant may well submit that this was a masterclass in the art of spinning. Like, seriously, Prince Hazard is going to be called out in court, in the High Court, in front of the judge for spinning, for misinformation, guys. The very thing that Hazard is supposedly fighting against is doing it himself. He's a contradictory piece of shiz, guys. Abso-freaking-lutely. And the judge be like, yeah, the Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail are probably going to make that argument. Guess what? I ain't going to throw it out. I'm going to allow it. The judge is going to allow it, guys. And then he says, if the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc. does establish these facts, then I consider that it has a real prospect of succeeding in demonstrating also that an honest person could have held the opinion that Hazard was responsible for attempting to mislead and confuse the public as to the true position, and that this was ironic given that he now held a public role in tackling misinformation. In other words, if the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday can establish that Prince Hazard was trying to confuse and trying to mislead, yeah, then it has a real prospect of demonstrating to the court that an everyday person, i.e. you and me, would reach that opinion as well. Dude, the judge is going in. The judge kicked Prince Harry's butt all over this. You know, I can hear the plates being smashed over on Montecito Royale. And it ain't Megsy that's doing the smashing this time, guys. Now, the judge also says, as I've noted above in the context of my decision as to the meaning of the article, my immediate impression was that it was alleging that the claimant was guilty of spinning facts to his advantage. As I suggested in that the judgment spinning can be defined as the presentation of true facts and often the omission of other facts in a way that is designed to give a positive message, but which overall is apt to mislead. In other words, Hazard presenting some information, but not all, to try and manipulate us, to think of him in a positive light. Whereas when you consider all the facts, including the ones that he didn't include, actually, he wouldn't be seen in a positive light at all. It'd be more a negative light. Whoo! Now, the judge says, having now seen the sequence of events, in my judgment, the defendant does have a real prospect of demonstrating that an honest person could have held the view that this was precisely what was being done on the claimant's behalf. So, in other words, as the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc., were making their defence to the court this week and saying, look, this is the reason why we stand by our article. An honest person would reach that opinion as well, given all the facts, this, that, and the other. As the judge is hearing that, and as the judge is going through the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday, etc.'s logic, he's saying, well, hang on a minute. Given their logic, given the events that the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc. laid out as to how all this came about, yeah, they've got a shot at winning. A real shot at kicking Hazard's butt. Woo! And before we carry on, guys, because, oh my goodness, The judge really kicked his butt, don't you think? Kit Hitch in the house, jumping into today's gifting wars, gifting 5 leaderships to some of you lucky alter nerds out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Kit Hitch. Thank you so much, Kit Hitch, for jumping into today's gifting wars. Guys, we're on 15 new leaders already. Can we get to the big 2020? Who else is going to jump into today's gifting wars just like our Kit Hitch? Or, better yet, if you can, spank the join button. Guys, we may soon find out. We may soon find out. Let's go, though, to the last bit. The judge saying this. For all those reasons, in my judgment, the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc.'s honest opinion defence has a real prospect of success. So basically, what Prince Hazard wants, jog on, piss off, ain't happening, you've been denied. And I just kicked your butt. Oh my goodness, guys. When you read through it all, the judge does not take any prisoners when it comes to Prince Hazard. Prince Hazard's butt got royally kicked by the judge in this. And you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for this particular trial to happen. I think it's going to be next year. Because, oh my goodness, you thought this year against the Mirror Group newspaper was a bloodbath when Hazard went on the stand? Oof. Do you know what? Based on what I've just read with the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, etc., summary judgment in their favour, I think this is up the ante. Never mind this being a bloodbath. It's going to be a freaking like a pool of blood. Like the pool's just going to be filled. Like game over. Game over. Dockery, thank you so much for the $20 sugar bucks. Saying thank you for all you do, Steph. Well, thank you for the support and that lovely, lovely generosity, Dockery. I really, really appreciate your face. With that being said, everyone on the live stream, stay exactly where you are. But for those on the replay, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown on Twitter, because that would be fun, right? Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about this summary judgment and the judge kicking Hazard's backside, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And hey up live chat, how's it going? Same rules apply as always. Anyone that sends me a super chat sticker, member only chat, your chats are guaranteed to be read out. Everyone else, I'm just gonna pick and choose what stands out, but they're not guaranteed to be read out, so do bear that in mind. But before we kick it off, oh my goodness, have we just achieved a monkey and a half? 543 likes have been spanked so far in today's stream, so we've definitely achieved a monkey. So get your dancing monkey shoes on. It's time. So thank you to everyone that spanked the hell out of the like button. Guys, for those that haven't done so, use your vote on the like button. If you think that Prince Harry lost big time in that summary judgment, I want you to spank that like. Equally, if you think he's going to lose against the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday next year, spank the like button right now. I want to see how many of you guys agree with me. So let's see how that all plays out on the like button score. In the meantime, speaking of spanks, at the beginning of this stream, we were at 83,546 alter nerds in the community. Let's refresh. Who's been spanking the subscribe button? Oh my goodness, 83,552 alter nerds in the community. Guys, Spanking the like button and spanking the subscribe buttons are the kind of spankings I encourage you guys to do to me. They're the kind of spankings I like you to do to me. So get to spanking the like button, the subscribe button. Let's do it, guys. Let's see if by the end of this stream we can get to 83,600 nerds in the community. We're only 48 away. So who's going to help us get there? We may soon find out. In the meantime, let's see. Wendy Marino says the judge ain't playing. Oh, no. Judge ain't playing. Judge is like, I don't care if you're a prince. I don't care if you're the Duke. You ain't throwing out the honest opinion defense. Get bent. Woo! His backside got royally kicked, I'm telling you. Let me just get a drink and lubricate my throat. I'm really liking, drinking just milk recently. I'm on this, milk kick. Just drinking milk. Don't know why, but I like it. So there we go. Oh, it reminds me of a song with Bloodhound Gang. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Because mammals drink milk, so, that's where my mind then went to link drinking milk and that song together. There's logic somewhere in that. I'm sure. I hope. Moving on. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Colleen Donahue says, I'm a USA citizen and I wish Hazard and Meggsy would move to another country. Whatever, we just don't want them back. We don't want them back. No way. Nope. We've got enough gingers and psychopathic bitches in this country. We don't need any more. We've got our fill. Our quota is filled. Absolutely fine. We're fine. We're Gucci. And I can see here 617 have spanked the like button so far. Looks like you guys do believe that Prince Harry got his butt kicked this week in court and that he's going to lose his case against the Daily Mail. If you believe so and you haven't spanked the like button, do it now. Cast your vote on the like button. Let's see how many of you are watching believe that Hazard's going to lose this case, basically. Kitsy Bits says, I think this is the first time I want the press to win. Oh, no, this ain't the first time for me. He's got that trial earlier on this year against the Mirror Group newspaper, MGN. Oh, I want them to win on that as well. He's like, you gathered this information illegally. How else could you have got it but hacked my phone, this, that, and the other? And Mirror be like, dude, it was reported 2 days ago in another newspaper. It was already in the public domain, you div. On every single one, it was like, It was pure, unadulterated, fun theatre to watch. Him literally being killed on the stand. It was awesome. Lizzie B says, spinning facts to his advantage. This judge is not kidding around. Oh no. No. Prince Hazard does not have the protection of the royal family. The royal family do not give two shizzers about this. If anything, the royal family are really angry that he's doing this, that he's trying to fight the press in this way. They're not happy with him. Hobson's Choice. Oh my goodness, Hobson's Choice jumping into today's gifting war. Woo! Gifting one leadership to one of you lucky alter nerds out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Hobson's Choice. Oh my goodness, that makes us 16 new leaders for today's stream. Guys, absolutely amazing. We are now just 4 away from 2-0, the big 20. Who's going to help us get there? Who's either going to spank that join button or jump into today's gifting wars? Just like Hobson's Choice. We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. And I just noticed Kit Hitch, oh my goodness, has got one of the Crown t-shirts. Thank you so much for supporting my merch store. Saying, love what you do, you're my kind of person, and hope one day I can meet you. That'd be nice. Whenever I travel the world, I do make sure that we do have a subscriber meetup. So yeah, hopefully one of these days when I have a subscriber meetup, you can join one of those. And, we can have a fun time and just hang out and have a laugh. So yeah, that would be so freaking cool, Kit H. So thank you so much for supporting my merch store. For those that don't know, I do have a merch store, stefthealternerd.com. I know, pretty swish, right? There's t-shirts, there's the Crown logo t-shirts, there's the one in the middle merch, for those that know the joke, and we have the mugs as well. So, go nuts. Go nuts. I need to get a tissue, because it's that kind of year where it's very, very cold now. And my nose is just being like, I don't want to behave anymore on stream. And I'm like, behave, nose! And my nose is like, no! So there you go. You get what you get, right? Kathy N says, if he had any sense, he'd withdraw his application now, as he's been told he will fail. Yeah, you'd think so, but, you know, ego, pride. No, he's asking for a freaking bloodbath of pool proportions, swimming pool proportions for his next court appearance, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, Sergeant George Harrison. Wow, dude. Well, thank you so much for that wonderfully generous $50 sugar box. Hearts in the chat right now for our Sarge. Heavily, heavily generous of her. Thank you so, so much, hon. And oh my goodness, it's the ginger doggy. And he's jumping up. And then there's fireworks. And he goes back down. And then he jumps up. And there's fireworks. And then he goes back down. Oh my goodness. So freaking cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, so much, Sarge. Appreciate your face. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Brandon says, I saw Bloodhound Gang in concert. It was a crazy show. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was. I mean, I wasn't a fan of Bloodhound Gang. I just know of that song and that's it. But there we go. Sue Colbert says, if Harry loses his case, then he should be made to pay for the court costs. I hope so. I hope so. And pay back the taxpayer. Absolutely. Courtney McGregor says, good day, Steph. Hey up, Courtney. I've been watching you on Popcorn Planet with Andy for a short time. When you mentioned your name, I subscribed here and Popcorn Palace. Unfortunately, I'm missing the lives due to the time difference. Well, thank you so much for watching me over on Popcorn Planet and then heading over here and subscribing to my own channel. It's very, very nice of you. And yeah, I know, the time zones of a bitch. I know. I'm fully aware. It's one of the reasons why, you know, in the future, I can definitely envisage me living in America. Maybe like part-time. Like half of my time in America, half my time over here. Or even full-time. I mean, who knows? Like, never say never. But I see myself, like, spending more and more time over in America in the future. If things are going the way that they are going at the moment, you know, and fingers crossed. Long may that continue, guys. Let's see. The General! General's going. Queen Steph going off duty, but we'll be listening. Who else is going to enlist in the gifting wars? Or start a ginger doggy fighting arts train? Alt Nerd, let's go, let's go, let's go! Hey, the General has issued the orders. Orders? What the hell does that mean? The General has issued his orders. It's as if I can't speak English at all. I really can't. Yorkshire? Okay. English? Anywho, the General has issued his orders. Who's going to take up the mantle? We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. But thank you so much, General, for all your support. Appreciate you as ever. And General Scott ending it with a $2 sugar bugs and the ginger doggy fighting arts moment. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Courtney McGregor says, much love from the tropics by the ocean, Queensland, Australia. We'll hopefully catch a full live sometime. Ari, time differences. I know. The time zone's a bitch. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I know. But hey, thank you so much for tuning in all the way from Australia. Really appreciate your face. Carol Baker says, question, have you heard anything about methane showing up at Shane McGowan's funeral to be kicked out by Johnny Depp? Yes, I have. And hell no, I do not believe it. I've seen no evidence whatsoever to actually prove that that was the case. I think this is just jumping on the rumour that happened a couple of months back that Megzy wanted to basically get Crash Matthew Perry's funeral to be seen there for her own ends. I think it's just piggybacking under that rumour. So yes, I've heard it. Do I believe it? No, not with what's out there so far. No way. Sorry again with my nose. It's still annoying me. But Lizzie B, woo! Lizzie B jumping into today's gifting war, gifting a leadership to one of you lucky lot out there, but also as well, Admiral Tinkletit's doing the same. We're gifting 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lot out there, so everyone say "Hey up" to our newest leaders, courtesy of the awesome Lizzie B and the kick-ass Admiral Tinkletits. Saluting you, Admiral. Thank you so much. Guys, we are now on a whopping 22 new leaders for today's stream. Guys, we're just 3 away from 25. Oh my goodness. So who else is going to be like Lizzie B or Tinkletits McGee and either jump into today's gifting wars or spank the join button themselves? Guys, we may soon find out. But we're literally just 3 away now from 25 new leaders for today's stream. What else are you guys saying in the meantime? Kit H. Oh my goodness, Kit H. Thank you so much for the £1.99 sugar bucks and the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Yay! I love it. Thank you so much. Nadine Williams says, I miss my bloodhound Daisy. She was such a good girl. Aww. Fair play. Belsky says, Bloodhound Gang are brilliant. They are funny. I like, what are they called now? I've just had a brain fart. Steel Panther. Is it Steel Panther? Yeah, Steel Panther. Yeah, I had to double check then. Steel Panther are funny. I think Steel Panther are better than Bloodhound Gang. I know, that might sound really controversial to a lot of you, but have an open mind. Don't be snowflakes about it and listen to the music. It's funny as hell. Steel Panther, try it out. Just don't listen to them on a loudspeaker when you're at work. I'm warning you. I've warned you. There you go. Lizzie B says, pay up, cheapskate. You said you wanted financial freedom, but this is what it's like being an adult. You pay for your own stuff. Exactly. But the thing is, there's a reason why he wants to do this and he wants to achieve getting the taxpayer-funded security. Of course, the financial aspect of it, because they're paying about $4 million a moment per year on security. So that's going to be a massive saving for them, right? B, it means that when he goes to the UK, he has armed security protection. If he brings protection that he's paid for, they can't be armed. They can't even have mace spray or clubs or anything. They can't have any weapons of any kind in the UK. The only armed protection that is allowed is a specific force in the police that does it. C, so he gets IPP protection, IPP status. Once he gets IPP status, he can then have protection all over the world that's paid for by the governments of the world rather than himself. And by having that particular protection, he could then easily, potentially be the current lawsuit that's going on in the US with the Heritage Foundation suing the government for his visa papers. Government could then literally turn around and say that their privacy argument holds more water now that Hazza has IPP status. Oh, yes. It has. If he wins against the government in this particular fight for taxpayer-funded security, the ramifications of this are far-reaching and are extremely scary. You don't want him to win. I don't want him to win. No freaking way. No way, no how. Let's see. Stephen Magnus says, you could go over to California and shack up with Omid. I don't think so. I have my big brother, Lewis over from Nerd Report, and I have other mates and people that I deeply care about over in California that I could shack up with and crash over at their place, right? Rather than having to go to freaking scabies. Nah. I have other options that are definitely better. So we're Gucci. We're fine. Anana House says, hang on, where was it? Chantal Martin, there we go. Says, you should have a holiday in Australia, Steph. Well, that is one of the places I do want to go in the future. I want to go to Japan, South Korea, and Australia. So watch this space. It will happen. Gail Andres, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks and the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Yay! I love it. Thank you so much. What else are you guys saying? Oh my goodness. My cat's name is Karen, has just jumped into today's gifting war, gifting 1 leadership to some of you lucky lot. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of my cat's name is Karen. Appreciate your face. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And Ninja Vestos in the house. Thank you so much for the £4.99 sugar bucks. Saying, would you rather spend a week with Prince Hazard or Megsy? Dude, really? You're going to ask me that question? Oh, freaking hell. Oh, wow. Do I have to choose? I have to choose, don't I? Hold that thought. You have to ask that question, didn't you? Thanks. Oh, I have to choose as well. Oh. Damn you for asking this question. Hazard. No one really wants to hang around with an American psycho, do they, really, in the grand scheme of things? Hazard. The lesser of two evils. Quite literally. Hazard. Hazard's the answer. There you go. Astrid Visas! Oh my goodness! Astrid has jumped into today's gifting war, gifting 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lot out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Astrid. And oh my goodness, we just blown past 25 new leaders. We're now on a whopping 28 new leaders for today's stream. Guys, we are literally just 2 more new leaders away from the big 30. 30 guys. So who else is either going to jump into today's gifting wars just like our Astrid here, or spank the join button themselves to help us get to 30 new leaders for today's stream? Guys, we may soon find out. But Astrid, thank you so much for jumping into today's gifting wars. Really appreciate your face there, love. Sergeant George Harrison says, Steph, there's a lot of Australian representation here today. It makes me so bloody proud. Hey, Australia represent. I know, it's so fun. Like, in the chat right now, tell me where you are in the world. Okay? In the chat right now, let me know where you are in the world watching me right now. I want to know. I want to know at this point, how global is the alternate community? Let's really find out. But yeah, Australia represent. Jean Woodhouse, thank you so much for the $20 sugar bucks. Saying, hope you're feeling better, Steph. Yes, I am feeling better. The pain since Friday has significantly gone down. I've taken better care in terms of how I'm sleeping, like the position that I'm in, so it doesn't hurt my back as much as it did. And yeah, the stitches will be coming out on Wednesday morning next week. That'll be literally 2 weeks since the operation. And I'm actually hoping, a quick update, guys. So, hang on a minute. G McGee, sorry, I've just missed it. Being able to bring it up on the screen. But thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. Really appreciate your face with that one. And Tickle Tits McGee, before I lose this one, thank you so much for the $4.99 sugar bucks. But he calls them Stef bucks. Appreciate it, Admiral. Thank you so much. And D Williams, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks, saying IPP status means US taxpayers would have to pay when he's there. Exactly. If he gets IPP status, wherever he is in the world, that particular country will have to pay for his security, which means you lot, me, anyone. I know. I'm angry. Get angry. Kit H has jumped into today's gifting war further, gifting another leadership to one of you lucky auto nerds out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Kit H. That takes us to 29 new leaders for today's stream. Guys, we can smell it. Just one away from the big 3-0. Can we get there? Who else is either going to jump into today's gifting war just like Kit H, or spank the join button themselves? We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. But as before I give you an update on what's going to happen next week, because there's a lot that might happen. My cat's name is Karen. It says Pensacola, Florida. We've got Texas. We've got Scotland. We've got San Diego, California. South Carolina. Colorado. Hey, Netherlands! European represent. Caribbean. Oh, we got a lot of UK represents here. Sunderland, Shropshire, South Yorkshire, Yorkshire represent. We've got Norfolk, Ohio, Wisconsin, Quebec, Canada, Michigan, Ontario, California, Texas, Washington, Portugal, I see ya. Nova Scotia, Vancouver Island, Montana, London town, love it. We got another Portugal. We got another Australia, Spain, Florida, Texas, and Anish Finesh. Thank you so much for the $10 sugar bucks. Oh, and it's the ginger doggy. And he hugs the hat and then he stops. And then he hugs the hat again, and then he stops. And then he hugs it again, and then he stops. Oh, it's so cute. Aw. Well, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate your face. Where else? Coco's from Las Vegas. I've been there twice. Love it. Love it. I love Las Vegas. Houston, Texas. We got Sweden. We got Newcastle. Hey! Indiana. Norway. Bloody hell! Fiji! Hey up, Fiji! How's it going? Oh my goodness. Wow. A lot of Australia. Here we go. Australia represents. New South Wales, Australia. Oh my goodness. And wow! Scotty McBoogaballs himself has answered the call, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lot out there. And oh my goodness, that takes us to 30 new leaders for today's stream. Everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Scrotty McBoogaballs. Thank you so much, Mr. Scrotty McBoogaballs. Appreciate you jumping into today's gifting war and helping us to get to 30 new leaders for today's stream. That is absolutely insanely amazing. But guys, the next one, 35. We're just 5 away now from getting to a whopping 35 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to jump into today's gifting wars just like our Scrotty McBoogaballs, or spank the join button themselves? We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. Oh my goodness. John Quill LeMay says, Steph, where's your beautiful accent from? Well, thanks for calling it beautiful. Yorkshire. I'm Yorkshire. Yorkshire lass from England. There you go. So that's where my accent comes from. Oh my goodness. So many people all over the world. Oh, wow, Dominican Republic. Hey up, Sarah, how's it going? Wow. Germany, we got someone from Germany. Hey up, Germany, how's it going? Right. Well, guys, with that being said, as you can appreciate, I'm having to not stream as long as I usually would do because, you know, sitting on where my back is and everything, I have to limit that. So I'm going to wind down today's stream. If anyone has any last minute super chat stickers, wants to jump into today's gifting wars or join, send them now. I'm winding down today's stream. In the meantime, let me explain what might be happening next week. So on Wednesday, my stitches are coming out. Yay! Because they're annoying the shit out of me now. The stitches, sometimes they're like digging in and I can feel it and it gets really itchy sometimes. And I can't scratch the itch because of where it is and it's just freaking annoying. But they're coming out on Wednesday, so 3 more days to go. Yay! When they come out, if the doctor clears me to fly, I'm going to Italy on Friday. There is a big family celebration. It's my grandma and granddad's 60th wedding anniversary next weekend. So if the doctors clear me to fly, then I'm going to be in Italy next weekend. I'll be flying on the Friday and I'll be coming back on the Monday. That will mean that there's a possibility that there will be no live streams on Saturday or Sunday. If the doctor doesn't clear me to fly, then I'm not going. And so then there will be live streams on Saturday and Sunday. So in other words, if you find next weekend there's no live streams, I'm in Italy with my family. Basically is the situation there. I will try and make sure that I do record some pre-recorded videos in the meantime so that there at least is still some content over the weekend. But if there's no live streams, that means I'm in Italy with my family. But I will be back on Monday, so it'll be a very, very short kind of trip. In and out. It's an in and out kind of situation, okay, guys? And yeah, hopefully as well, the doctor can clear me to go back to the gym because I'm really, really missing going to the gym. More so than I thought I would, I have to admit. But yeah, I'm missing the gym. And my personal trainer, who's freaking awesome. Like, I go in and like the encouragement that he gives me is pretty awesome. And I'm always continually trying to push myself and do more and be more. And, you know, even though I'm like literally just carrying like probably like the like easiest weights, like 5 kilos or something like that. To me, it's like I'm like pulling 20 kilos, if that makes sense. So I'm there with like 5 kilos being like, oh, this is really difficult. And he's probably thinking, looking at me thinking, you freaking pussy. I can do like 20, 25. This is easy. But anywho, right? It's all about perspective. So yeah, I'm really, really missing the circuits and, you know, the weights and the exercises. And like right at the beginning, we'll either do like a big, massive 20-minute running session on the treadmill or the CrossFit thingy-me-bob, however you want to call it. You know the ones where you go like that and your legs move at the same time? That. CrossFit trainer, I think it is. Is it that? Whatever it's called. I'm even missing those as well. So, yeah, it'll be a good time when I can go back and start that up again. And I suppose, like, having a personal trainer, it's definitely working for me because it's like I've got to answer to someone now, if that makes sense. Like losing weight, doing my exercises, this, that, and the other. I'm not just doing it on my own now. I've got someone that's looking over me and been like, you're doing that right? Doing that right? Dude, seriously. Right, let me tell you a story on this. So I talk to him quite a bit in terms of like food and what I can eat and what I can't eat and this, that, and the other. And at one point he was like, you can have nuts. Nuts you can have. I'm like, Booyah. So what do? I get a big packet of KP roasted dry nuts because I'm like, I love roasted dry peanuts and that'll do, right? And so I'm munching on these nuts, okay? Like if I wanted to munch on something, I'd just grab the nuts, okay? Instead of chocolate or crisps, I'd grab these nuts. And the next session, I'm so proud of myself, guys. I'm like to my personal trainer, I'm like, I'm eating nuts as snacks now. It's like so awesome. And he's like, well, what kind of nuts are you eating? I'm like, the KP dry nut roasted peanuts. And it was like in slow motion, like his hand just like this. It's like a facepalm situation. And I'm like, dude, you said I could eat nuts. What the hell? He was like, yeah, not those kind of nuts. He admitted it was his fault because he didn't specify what kind of nuts. But yeah, so don't eat KP dry roasted peanuts if you're wanting to lose weight. They're apparently the wrong kind of nuts to eat. Who knew that some nuts are not healthy and other nuts are? I'm kind of catching myself here. I'm talking about nuts a lot. But oh well. Yeah, walnuts, monkey nuts, those kind of nuts, like, apparently are better to eat. Mixed nuts, that kind of thing. But KP dry roasted peanuts, no. Not personal trainer approved. But like I said, he did admit it was his fault because he didn't specify. He just said nuts and that was it. So there we go. And you know me, guys. I take things extremely literally. I am the reincarnation of Drax. So, yeah. Unless you specify, like, specifically, if you make a sweeping statement, I'm just going to take it all as true and that's it. It's a thing. It's a thing. But I hope, I mean, I'm still trying to, I can't exercise at the moment because of where the surgery site is. Not in the way that I would want to do anyway. So the only thing I could focus on in terms of during my recovery period is the eating. And I've really tried my best to stick to the diet. Whole wheat or no wheat. Fish and chicken, but not red meat, which has really been a pain because I like red meat. I like mincemeat in my pasta. But I've not had that for a while, so, you know, we're doing good there. And then, you know, changing from white pasta to whole wheat pasta has actually been really easy. I like whole wheat pasta. I didn't think I'd like it, but I actually do. So there's that. Drinking milk instead of J2Os. Yeah, because apparently J2Os aren't healthy. Well, they're healthier than Coca-Cola because I swapped out Coca-Cola for J2Os. So, I mean, that was an improvement. Bigger improvement, swapping out J2Os for milk. I'm drinking lots of milk at the moment. I'm really liking milk. Dude, if he turns around and says, don't drink so much milk, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I like milk. Anywho, so yeah, I'm doing that. So hopefully, by the time I get back to the gym and I do my weighing, I hope I've lost weight. Even if it's just like a pound, like, fine. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. I just hope I haven't gained. I don't know if I've gained or not. I daren't go on my scales at home. I don't want to look. I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm not exercising. So even though I'm eating healthily, I'm not doing anything really to be able to burn off the calories because I can't at the moment. And so I don't know. I hope I've lost. I will settle for staying the same. But if I've gained, that's going to piss me the fuck off. Anywho. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to go back to the gym soon enough because I'm really missing it. Oh, Jackie Swan, thanks for the interesting stream, Steph. Have a good week and enjoy time with your family. Thank you so much. Hopefully I can go to Italy next weekend. Fingers crossed. The doctor clears me to fly on Wednesday when he takes my stitches out and looks at the surgery site. And hopefully then I can just go back to normal then and not have to worry. And, you know, everything is Gucci at that point. I don't know if I'll be able to go straight back into the gym. I hope so. I can imagine him turning around and saying, though, that might be like a couple of weeks still out before I can go back. I can imagine the doctor saying give it a couple more weeks gym-wise, but I hope he don't say that. We'll see. We'll see. Crystal Moon says, well, let's hope for no live stream so you can go to Italy. Thanks. Thanks for the understanding. Really appreciate your face. Wendy says, how long is the flight? So the flight is about 3 hours to Italy. So yeah, it's a lot sitting down for 3 hours based on where the surgery site is. So yeah, this is why I've got to let the doctor clear me. If he clears me, I'm going. If not, you're getting more live streams from me over the weekend. But we'll see. Wendy says, accountability with a trainer is the secret. Yeah. And I'm even more like excited and, how do I put this? Enthusiastic about it. Like doing the exercises, eating healthily, and having that routine of going to the gym twice a week on Wednesday and Friday morning. I'm missing that. Like going on my bike, riding to gym, well, my e-bike anyway, riding to gym, doing my exercises with my personal trainer and then pissing off back on my bike. Like, I'm missing that routine. Even though I've only done it for like 3 weeks, I want to say. I think I've had like 6 sessions or something along those lines. It surprised me how much I've already fallen in love with it already. It's really surprised me, actually. Really, really surprised me. I thought it was going to be a proper like slog and I was going to hate it, but I'd have to force myself to go. Oh no, I'm not forcing myself to go. I'm basically skipping to the gym at this point. Nick Wilson, ball slam, cross trainer. Here's a cross trainer. There we go. Kit H, thank you so much for the £1.99. Sugar Buck saying, can't wait to rock your t-shirt at the gym. Hey, yes. I would wear my t-shirt to the gym, but it just seems a bit egotistical for me to do that. So no, I got myself, I went to the Nike store and I got myself a black set and a grey set. And it's these like running fit, how do they call them? The dry fit running leggings and the dry fit t-shirt that matches in all in grey and then all in black. And the leggings in particular I really like the design on them and everything and how it curves and just fits. Like those leggings are kick-ass, I have to admit. And yeah, when I'm like training and going around the machines and the weights and all that lot, like, am I sweating? Yeah. But is it to the point where like my clothes are dripping? No, because the technology in the clothing is helping to stop that from happening. So that's actually really, really good. So yeah, I have a gym uniform, which I like. It makes me look good. I think my gym uniform makes me look good. Let's put it that way. I like my gym uniform. I like it. It's a bit, okay, it's a bit bougie, okay, because it's Nike, but whatever, okay? It's good money spent. La Pintura Bella says, yay! Now let's hope Has also loses a case against the Home Office. If he gets that IPP status, the US taxpayer will be Vipsian. I don't know what that means. But yeah, let's hope he does lose his case against the Home Office, because if he doesn't and he wins, the consequences are far-reaching to everyone in the world, and I mean everyone. It means then that he is in a strong chance of getting IPP status. And then you guys in America will have to pay for his security and Meg's security. Anyone in the world, wherever he is, will have to pay for his security. You guys. yeah, get angry. I am. Leanne Little says, love this judge. Keep up all the awesome work. Thank you. And I love this judge as well. This judge definitely kicked his butt. Definitely kicked Haz's butt, didn't he? I know. That's why I was like earlier on, I can't believe how many times I'm saying the word nuts at the moment. I know. Although, to be fair, okay, I wouldn't say no to those kind of nuts either, as long as it's the right person, of course. But yeah, I'm a bit picky with those kind of nuts. I'm a bit picky. Okay. I've always said between my brain and my gob, you know, quality control left years ago. They were like, you're a lost cause, Stef. Bye. Oh, wow. Nick says, do a 25 kilogram sled pull and push. I wish. Again, where the surgery site is, no matter what I do, it's going to put strain on where it is. It is, I literally mean this, central to everything. It's central to everything of what I, in terms of your body movement. It's so strange how it's all there, but it just is. So yeah, I've got to wait for the doctor to clear me. Margaret McLennan has already spanked the button. Who else has already spanked the like button and the subscribe button? If you haven't already, do it. Do spank the like button. Let's see who spanked the subscribe button. At the last count, we were 83,552 alter nerds. Where are we now? Hey! 83,563 alter nerds in the community. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Who else is going to spank the like button and the subscribe button? Because guess what? They're the kind of spankings I encourage you guys to do to me, because they're the kind of spankings I like. So get it done. Spank the like button. Spank the subscribe button. Let's get it done. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Azif is like, well, at least you've admitted it to us on camera. See, there you go. There you go. Once it's on the internet, it's on there forever, right? So enjoy. Tears in Tina, thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks and the ginger doggy fighting arts moment. Really appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, Tears in Tina, thank you so much for the $1.49 sugar bucks. And the weights, thank you. Red Squirrel, this is Stef reporting from 32,000 feet. Now that would be fun, wouldn't it? Like doing a live stream live on an airplane at like 32,000 feet. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi that the planes offer, yeah, their bandwidth is shit when it comes to streaming. It ain't gonna happen. And the plane that I'll be going on, they don't offer it at all. So there you go. Wendy be like, find the right nuts. Always find the right nuts, guys. And if someone turns around and says, okay, no, not someone. If your personal trainer turns around and says, you can eat nuts, ask them specifically, okay, what kind of nuts are allowed? Learn from my mistake. For not asking specifically, well, what kind of nuts am I allowed? There you go. Moral of the story. Always ask what kind of nuts you're allowed to have. I know. The shit that comes out of my mouth. I know, guys. Okay. Yes. Find Find the right nuts. There you go. Find the right nuts, guys, and you will be happy in life. Yeah. Jackie be like, I love your honesty, Steph. It makes me laugh. There you go. At least it's making you laugh too. At least I'm not laughing on my own. Well, I kind of technically am, because I'm here on my own in my house, but you know what I mean. Sammy Croy, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. And she's here. She's here. Sam is here. Booyah. Oh. Wendy says they have special patches to help healing and scars, speaking from experience. Well, the hospital that I am going to is a private hospital, so if that's the case, I'll ask them. I'll ask them about that then. And Crystal Moon! Crystal Moon has just spanked that join button all by themselves. My goodness, everyone give Crystal Moon a special A up and welcome to the leadership, because they spanked the join button on their lonesome. That deserves a special kind of A up and welcome to the leadership. But Crystal Moon, thank you so much for doing that. My goodness, that takes us to 31 new leaders for today's stream. Guys, we're just 4 more away from 35, and I am winding down the stream. So if someone wants to get in there quick and spank the join button just like Crystal Moon, or join into today's gifting wars, you got a few minutes left to do so get a move on if you want to do it now. But Crystal Moon, thank you so much for that. Sammy Croy, thank you so much for another $1.99 sugar bucks. And again, she's saying, she's a here. She's a here. Sammy's arrived. Hey, Sammy's arrived. Woo! Crystal Moon says, just joined my birthday present. Aw, cool. Well, happy birthday to you, Crystal Moon. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to do. My goodness. Kit H says, hopefully an Italy vlog. No. I'm only going literally I'm going to land there Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, and then early Monday morning, I'm coming back to the UK. There's not going to be any Italy vlog whatsoever for this particular trip, because I'm not going to be going anywhere other than being in my family's home village, my second home. And the one thing that I will not do is vlog my second home, not only for my own privacy and protection, but more so for my family's protection and privacy. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. There's not going to be any Italy vlog if I do go next week. I hope you guys understand, but I have to be very strict. I will never vlog where I live in England, and I will never vlog where I also live with my second home in Italy. It's just not going to happen. So there we go. That's that. Bizub Smith, there we go, that's what I'll call you. Bizub Smith says, I love when I can get here for the live stream. I get more truth from you than the news. Hey! Thank you so much for that very high compliment. Really appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hobson's Choice says, I'm going to go back through this and count how many times you say nuts. Your counter might break, but go for it. That's a challenge and a half, right? And Maria 2014, thank you so much for the £2 sugar box and the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. My goodness. See what else you guys are saying. Oh my goodness, Sherry A. Green be like, I can do this too. Spanking that join button and becoming our newest leader in the ranks. Thank you so much, Sherry, for doing that. Everyone say a special A up and welcome to the leadership to our Sherry. Really appreciate it, Sherry. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Valerie has a good question. Do you speak Italian, Steph? I speak a little bit of Italian, enough to get by, and then the rest I just use Google Translate. That's it. I understand Italian more when it's spoken to me than when I try and speak it, because, how do I put this? I grew up listening to Italian. And so, yeah, I understand when I listen to it more than when I try and speak it. So when my mum and my auntie try and have like a private conversation in Italian, I remind them afterwards, dudes, you do understand that I understand it more when you're speaking it. Kind of defeats the purpose. Like, you might as well just have spoken in English, guys. Like, come the frick on. There we go. Rhonda says, we love the research you put into your news you put out. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do. You see, I do a lot of work behind the scenes. It's not just turning on this camera, turning on the beast, and just streaming or recording a video. There's a lot of behind the scenes work where, you know, I'm putting in the time and effort to actually bring the information together and presenting it to you and all the receipts. So thanks for recognizing that. Appreciate it, Rhonda. Google Translate can make for fun conversations. Yeah. Also, as well, speaking of another Google app, and I'll leave on this before we go. So, I've got lost using Google Maps. In my old job that I used to have, it was last year. There was a party after work, and I tried to use Google Maps to get me there. There were 2 bars of the same name, from the same chain, in the same city. And I went to the one that I only knew of. I didn't know there was 2 at the time. And I went into the bar, and I'm like, where's all the rowdy lot? Because, you know, where I worked, we're a rowdy lot, guys. You can hear us a mile off when we're partying. I'm thinking, what's going on? So I go up to one of the bartenders. I'm like, where's the party for the work do? And they were like, oh, that's at the other branch, which is at the opposite end of the town, of the town centre. I'm like, oh, bloody hell. I was like, okay, what's the address? And so I put it into Google Maps, and I'm following it, okay? I'm following Google Maps, and I failed. I got lost using Google Maps. I literally had to call one of my mates from work to meet me at where I was and be like, drag me to where you guys are, please. And they eventually did. But yeah, I got lost using Google Maps. Now, I got a C in geography in my GCSEs, so, you know, I do know where some places are. But, yeah, I got lost using Google Maps. Yeah, my sense of direction sometimes is shit. So yeah, Google Translation can make for fun conversation. Absolutely. Google Maps can literally make me lost. There you go. Karen Nelson, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. And it's the Ginger Doggy saying hiya. Hiya. How's it going, Karen? And the Big Hop is in the house. Thank you so much for your continued support in the leadership for 19 months. That's epic, mate. Saying hello, Steph and everyone. It's Big Off. Hey, Big Off in the house. Love it. Cass1954 says, never trust Google Maps, LOL. Yeah, I've never trusted it ever again. Never again. That was done and dusted pretty quickly after that. Wendy H says, hey up, Wendy H. And thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Really appreciate your face. Teresa E, my goodness, thank you so much for the $2.99 sugar bucks. And it's the Ginger Doggy saying bye-bye. I know, bye-bye. I'll be saying bye-bye in a minute, guys. I'm going to leave on this one from the lovely Wendy H, not only saying hey up and supporting the leadership, but oh my goodness, a whopping $19.99 sugar bucks. Thank you so much for that and your generosity, Wendy, saying have a lovely trip. Well, hopefully I do. Hopefully. If the doctor clears me, no streams next weekend. I'm buggering off to Italy, guys. But we'll see. We'll see. I will let you know in the... Oh, I got a bit... What is it there with my throat? I'll let you know in the community tab, and I'll also let you guys know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Stef, and I'll keep you updated, guys, as to whether there will be streams next weekend or not. I'll let you know on the Wednesday. As soon as I find out if the doctor has cleared me or not, I will announce it on the community tab on YouTube channel page, and also on Twitter at Stef. I'll let you guys know there whether the streams will continue to go ahead on Saturday and Sunday or not next week. So, no disrespect. Fingers crossed they don't happen. Fingers crossed I do make it to Italy and get cleared by the doctor. I really, really hope so. I really, really do. With that being said, guys, yeah, it's time for me to bog off and make my way to Bedfordshire. I want to thank absolutely everyone that joined into today's stream. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for clicking on today's stream for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. Thank you so much to everyone that spanked the like button. My goodness, we got to 970 likes being spanked for today's live stream. Really appreciate your faces. Thank you so much. Thank you also to everyone that either jumped into today's gifting wars or spanked the join button themselves. Guys, we've got 32 new leaders in the ranks. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to everyone that spanked the subscribe button. We are now on 83,561 alternates for today's stream. We're inching closer to getting that 100k milestone silver plaque from YouTube. And thank you to everyone that watched, that has communicated and interacted in the live chat. You guys are freaking amazing. And so, as ever, guys, if you haven't done so already, on your way out, make sure you spank that subscribe button. Help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown on Twitter. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. And if you're watching on the replay and you got this far, bloody hell, you got this far, well done. Then if you've got anything to say, make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.